Going to start learning sponsors. You have learning to Ella and David Adler in memory of her father, Eliyahu ben Yosef Cohen. Those who inspired by Rebbe's Emeritus Sheila Shapiro, Sarah Stamaka, but Meshulam the Ellen Catholic in memory of their parents, Mushkish Prince Bad Yosef Chaim Bethava, Chana Bad Ben Moshe Eliezer Bethana, Pesha Bad Shmuel Yitzchak Halevi B'Tzipora, Isra Ben Yoel Moshe Cohen Bethana, Rexford Friends of Gladys Sherman, Gutta Bad Meir, Michael Klein and Friends of Judah Klein, Yehuda Tzayim, Marsha Brana, in memory of her husband, Ravi Rachmiel Ben Shmuel, Friends and family of Arthur Ritholtz, Mordechai Yudel Ben Baruch Leib HaKohen, Friends and family of Sidi Bessler, Shalom Shraga Ben Dov, Friends of Marvin Weinstein, Mordechai Ozer Ben Yisrael Aharon, Sarah Alpert, in memory of her husband, Rav Tzvi Lipa Ben Hillel, Rexford Friends of Maddie Friedman, Mendel Miriam Bat Kalman Ruvain, A Month of Learning by Susan and Ruvain Podolsky, in memory of her father, Simcha Bunim Ben Yeshua, Susan and Ruvain Podolsky, in memory of her mother, Chaya Bat Abraham Dov, Michael and Judith Koretsky, in memory of his mother, Rachel Bat Abraham, Jack Gilman, in memory of his brother, Zev Yosef Ben Yitzchak, Aaron and Melvin Haller, in memory of her father, Yosef Eliezer Ben Tzvi Hirsch, A Week of Learning by Isaac and Eda Novick, in memory of his father, Eliezer Yaakov Ben Mordechai Tzvehi, Judy Iger, in memory of her son, Amshel Yitzchak Ben Aharon, Sharon and Michael Glass, in memory of her mother, Chaya Bat Abraham Baruch, Charlie Gelfenstein, in memory of his sister, Sarah Bad Meir, Judy and Marty Engel, in memory of her brother, Shmuel David Ben Chaim Yosef, Hashem Esav Aliyah, Crank Raphael, Beth Yeshua Shem Atzliah, Open Israel, a good Ben Shtilon. Welcome Steve back. Okay, so we are in the very last words of Ayin Vav Amud. Amravashi, yeah, Amravashi. So in the last class, we tried to, we had a question. We don't know what the guy said, like the boss said. Does he mean like the boss really said, or like the proxy said the boss said? So the Shaila Lamaisa was, the boss said, hire me. The proxy said, hey, the boss wants to hire you for you. And they said, like the boss said. So if what they said, like the boss said, means like what you said the boss said, then they get 3. They said what the boss said, they meant what the boss really said, they're supposed to get 4. So what is it? So we tried to prove the point from the case of Gita. We know that we learned a very interesting case. We said if the woman sent the proxy, she said, you be a shaliach for my husband to bring the get to me. In which case, the husband has to make him a proxy of himself. And the woman will be divorced when she gets it. If he said, your wife told me to be a proxy for her to receive the get, so he said that she's not divorced. Why is she not divorced? It must be what? The only way to explain that she's not divorced, we said last time, because it must be, when he said, like you said, like the boss said, it must be like you said the boss said. So since he said the boss said to be a receiving proxy, she never made him a receiving proxy. And the husband never made him a delivering proxy, so she's not divorced. So we proved the point that like the boss said means like the proxy said the boss said. But the Gemara says no, Rashi says no, it doesn't prove the point. Why? Because had the case been the opposite, it would have been a litmus test. He would have known one way or another. Okay, actually, there's no comparison. After you say something, he says, Bishlama had the Bryce that taught me the opposite. He's probably gippy. And she said, what? You go and be a recipient proxy for me. And then the proxy said, no, your wife told me to become a delivering proxy for you. And he said, okay, here's the get commercial. Okay, like she said, okay, Yomar and Rav Nachman and Rav Shagia got the other. He said, what? When the get gets to the Shaliach's hand, okay, she's Meguresha, she's divorced. That would have shown me clearly that DVD tell someone that what? That he really means like the boss said. Like the boss said, not like the proxy said the boss said. Because the boss said what? The boss said to be a recipient, and it worked. Okay, Ilawi, alternatively, had he said, not a Bryce said, he said, the Shagia get
the other. When the get gets all the way to her hand, meaning what? Miguresh, she's divorced, which would mean what? That the husband had done what the shaliach said he was supposed to do, okay, and he made him into a delivering proxy, alma, do the day, that would have proved conclusively, and when he said like the boss says, he means like the proxy said the boss said. But in the actual case, where she said what? Be a delivering proxy for my husband. And he said, your wife said what? Be a receiving proxy for me. So, and you said what? Well, since he's not divorced at all, it must be what that we follow her words. No, maybe we really follow his words. Maybe, but here's what happened. When she told him be a bringer, and he said what? She said be a deliverer. Okay, a deliverer. Okay, so really, what he's saying is what? And the shliach told the husband what? I'm only going to be a receiving shliach. I don't want to be a delivering proxy. No, by contradicting her words, he's really saying I'm not willing to be a proxy. And only afterwards, when the husband appoints him as a delivering proxy, he takes him. But that's a new deal. He never agreed to be a proxy. He never agreed to be her proxy at all. So the whole deal is off. It means nothing. So therefore, you cannot prove the point from here. E-boy saying alternatively. Okay, a brand new point. So we don't obviously, we really cannot prove from that case whether we follow the proxy's version of what the boss said, or whether even though he said like when he said when the other guy says like the boss said, we cannot prove whether he means la like the boss or like the shliach said the boss. Now, up until now, remember, at first I think I made a mistake the other day. I said to you, when we say omnim could either be a piece worker or a day worker, as opposed to a pole can only be, always means to be a day worker. So now, okay, we're going to see. So up until now, we said we read the Mishnah, and the way we read it, we said it can't be that the boss and the workers backed out on each other, because it would have said the boss and the workers backed on each other. Okay, and since that he do, so it must be what? That the workers fooled each other, as we've explained it up until now. So the Gemara now says, no, you know what? I can really read it the other way. Boy, same, I can say the other way. What? Really, okay, also what? Fooling or misleading is also called backing out. Okay, backing out of the deal, and it really is. The problem was here that a case of backing out between the boss and the hired workers. Now, and for quite a while now, we're going to be dealing with reneging on worker-boss deals. The Tanya we learned, the Sochos Omnim. If a guy hired Omnim, I told you here, Omnim should be what? Is either what? Or either day workers or piece workers. He was balabayas, okay, and they reneged on the boss, or balabayas or the balabayas, okay, reneged on them. They have nothing, there's no claim except for a complaint. They can only feel bad, but they have no monetary claims. Okay, no monetary claims. Okay, and why is that? Because the boss could say to the workers, "Listen, go work for somebody else," and the workers are going to say to the boss, "Go hire somebody else." Obviously, it would be the case, but that's possible. Now, we're going to continue. This price is complicated. The when is it true that the workers have no claim on the boss? Okay, shalaholchim, they didn't already go to the workplace and find that they can't get the job. Let's anyway. Okay, for example, Hamarim, okay, Hamarim, he said, go to Tel Aviv and bring me back and get me. He said to the donkey driver, go to Tel Aviv and pick up wheat and bring it back. They get there's no wheat. Holy, okay, umatzah sodakashim. They said, go to such and such a field, and you're going to go there and weed for me or whatever they're going to do. Okay, and they get there and the ground is or hoe for me and the ground is wet and they can't do any work. So they get there, they can't do the job. Now, Salem Sharm Mishon, he has to pay them completely. He has to pay them for the whole day's work. Even though he has to pay for the whole day's work, remember we said, since normal people, most normal workers will be happy if a guy gets $100 a day to do his job, but most workers will be happy to take $80 or $60 to do nothing. There's a limit, you understand, but he doesn't want to lose everything. But on a scale, a guy who would take $100 a day for his job is happy to take 80 to sit home. So now, but we said, She'eno doma okay habaton lebarikon. Since driving your donkey empty is nothing like driving it loaded, not like driving it empty. Okay, similar. Since there's still a big difference between doing working and sitting still, except as we're going to see for very special cases, that a normal person will take a discount on his pay to do nothing or to do a much easier job. The medvar mamur, so therefore he's not going to pay the null price. He's going to pay him the discounted price for null for idling a person from their work. The medvar mamur, and when is it true that they only have if they backed out that they only have a right to complain? It's only they didn't start the job. Okay, now here we're talking about what peace workers now. If a peace worker who didn't start his job, okay, or let's say, yes, especially peace work, especially if he's going to he's going to make a coat, or he's going to process a piece of wool, whatever it is. If he didn't start, when did that shoe have no claim? They didn't start the work. It was chilbum lacha. Once they started the work, let's say they did half, it's shaman them. So then we have to take the piece worker and evaluate. Ma'ashasu, we figure out if he did half of the job, he gets half of the pay, etc. Ketzah. Let's say the piece workers are going to do a given field for 2 sellers, which is 8 dinos. Okay, katsu and they cut half. So really, what they did 4 dinars worth of work. And they left half off. Or alternatively, he said, "Look, I'll weave you a garment for 4 dinos, 2 sellers." So they wove half of it, which they did 4 dinars worth of work. And left off 4 dinars worth of work. Okay, Shama Masha also, so we evaluate what they did. They did 4 dinars of work. They get 4 dinars. And if the work to be done after that, even if according to the original deal, the remaining work was only 4 dinars, then now it went up to 6 dinars, so that the boss, in order, if he pays them their normal half that they should have before, he's going to end up paying for the whole job 10 instead of 8. Okay, no hand seller. He still gives them only 4 dinars. It makes no difference. Okay, if we say that we're going to see because we give the worker more precedence. Alternatively, they won't. They can finish the job and take the whole 8 dinners that they contracted for. It seems obvious. We'll see later what the Gemara explains why. Yeah, but not for what they didn't do. Not for what they.
No, if they're on strike, they get half pay.
No. They get paid for what they did, not for not doing anything. They get paid for what they did. If the piece worker did 50%, he gets paid 50%. But the chiddush is here. The simple chiddush is what? That even though to complete the work, he has to pay more than half of the job that he contracted for, they still get paid the full half of the work that they did. Why? Because we're going to see this opinion holds that workers have the upper hand. We're going to see. The Torah does give workers up the hand. Why? Because they told you because we don't want Jews ever to be like slaves. The worker has to have
guaranteed 8 hours a day.
now that's different. So we said we said here. One second. We said here different. We said it depends. Usually, if they haven't had a loss yet, we're going to see. We never lost. The thing with questions, they really went to work and they made a king into them. You have to pay them. Here, keep in mind, we have so many different chilukim. You have to keep paying into each one. Now, he says, so one, that point doesn't make any sense. Obviously, if they want to finish the job, they finish the job. The rate that they contracted. What's the chiddush? Furthermore, the im seller. Let's say what if it's only going to cost the right amount, okay? So the seller again, she gives them 1 seller, which is again obvious. You know what the point is. Rav Dosa disagrees. We're going to see it's simple. He holds what that the worker does not have the upper hand. The worker has the less. He says you have to look and see what is the future going to cost. Okay. Well, dinar is going to cost 6 instead of 4 to complete the job. Okay. Shekels. He gives them only 2 dinars. Why? He charges them for the. No, they have to pay for the increase in price. He has to pay to do the second half. Yeah. So the workers have the lower, not the upper hand. They have the lower hand. Yigmaru Malaptaror, they can finish the job. They can take the 8 dinars that they contracted for originally. Again, we have to see what's the finish. The okay, and furthermore, seller, no seller, okay, and if the finishing job costs 1 seller, the seller, he pays them 1 seller again, but it seems obvious. We don't know what's going on. The Medvar Mamurim, when is all this true? that the worst that happens is, okay, that the worst that happens is that they will either they'll pay nothing extra or they'll have to pay the added expenses. Okay, when is that true? And that's all that can happen to the worker. The davar and others, all those arguments and all those laws are only why by something that the person's not going to have a loss by waiting. In other words, it's a job. Okay, if he doesn't get the workers today, he'll get the workers tomorrow. The job will be done. Okay, how about the davar other a thing where if you don't find the workers immediately, okay, the person is going to the person yeah, exactly, whatever it is, the job will thing will go rotten or whatever will happen. So Karaleim, then he can hire workers for much more, okay, and force them to pay, okay, even more than the price, whatever he pays exactly the prices. Omatan, or again, like we learned in the Mishnah earlier, he can just fool them. He can tell them he'll pay them all kinds of prices and then not pay. He'll just tell them he'll pay them anything for different people, the original worker. Kate said, Matan, as he fooled them. I made a deal to pay you a seller. He says, both each time, take two sellers. I'll pay you double. The outcome is so and how much can he overpay to take over the workers? You're thinking, out of Brian the Chamishim is the 40 or 50 years. We'll see later if we won't see the Rishon talk about the Rishon talk about whether it's a ratio or it's just a way of saying a lot. The Medvar Mamurim, what does that mean? The Medvar Mamurim, okay, now when do we say that the guy has a right, that the boss has a right, even that we said that he's a loss, he has a right to hire workers for very expensive and charge them, or just to fool them? Okay, there's mancha ain't shamparim this when there's no workers around to be hired at the price. If there are workers around, say and the worker says, listen, there are workers who do it for the normal price, go hire them. Ain't law lamps, he has no claim. He has no claim against the workers except for complaints, as they told him. But they have to let him know that there are workers available to do their job. Honey Tana Kameda Rav. Okay, so a Tana, a person who taught, not a Tana like an earlier rabbi, but one of the later rabbis who taught the brises in front of the rabbis. He taught the brisa Kameda Rav. He taught this brisa in front of Rav. And then, and when he said the word Nosin Shvar Mishalim, he has to pay them their full pay. Amar Lei. So Rav said to him, Chavivi Amar, my uncle Rabbi Chia said, had I been in Lahabi Hivna Lahen, Elikakol Bato, I wouldn't have. You don't pay them the full pay, but rather just like we learned in the Bryce, you pay them. You pay them like a worker a worker that's going to be nullified. Like I told you, because most normal workers we're happy to get a percentage less than the daily pay to do an easy job or no job. It has a limit, but a certain amount, up to a certain amount. Certain guys won't work less for a certain amount because they want so much a day. Okay. Okay, so he says, after Martha, how could you teach? You have to pay the whole amount. Well, look, funny, if it was to get out, he's understand. What kind of question is he asking? If he recorded the Bryce, we know what the Bryce said. The Bryce did say that, what he said, the Rechia said. Well, look, funny, we learned in the Bryce, it said about that din. Ain't no doma, we said there's no comparison between a donkey driver coming back with an empty donkey or coming back with a full donkey. Also, the guy who does the day's work or he sits at home. So we saw that the Bryce himself said what he said, that Rechia said, that you only pay him. So the answer is what? Let's see more. I said, what? And the answer is what? No, he never told him. He never told him the end of the Bryce in front of Rob. So Rob only heard that part. So that's it. I don't know that it says that. It just says that he didn't complete it. Okay, and Rob thought that that's what meant. Yeah. Some people come in. Some people say no. He really told him the whole Bryce. If he told the whole Bryce, so what was Rob? So what was he coming from? Obviously, he knew that it said what Rav Chia told him. This is what Rav said. My uncle, Rav Chia said, "You have it on. Had I been there, even the other way. Forget about paying him like an auto worker. I wouldn't have paid him anything. How can you tell me in the Bryce that he pays him like an auto worker? Hello, says Kasha. Let's check this. That's what makes sense. After Rav Chia said the opposite of what he said in the Bryce, it says explicitly in the Bryce that you pay him like an auto worker. Okay, Kasha. Listen, no, it's not a Kasha. They really talk about two different cases. Oh, okay. When Rav Chia says what? That you don't give him anything. The Sarilar workers, he took the worker to the field, and that's the field. They saw that this is a field that, or this is a place where there might not, where it's wet or it might get wet. It's not going to be workable. They themselves took on. They saw the odds of what was going to happen the next day. They knew it was a case, okay? Oh, when we said what, that you have to pay them like an idle worker, low salary worker. He didn't show them, so they didn't have a chance to make a decision that maybe they wouldn't have gotten the job. They had the work to do. So and this is going to be a big rule going on and on over and over again. Whenever the boss is privy to knowledge that they didn't have, he's going to be responsible. When they both didn't have the knowledge, or they both have the knowledge, okay, then he's not going to be responsible. The other Rabba, Amar Rabba, like Rabba said, I'm on the Agar Gili. Let's say a guy hired people to dig, I tell you, like a moat or a watering ditch around it. The Yata Mitchell Malimai, and then rain fell and filled up the field with water, so they can't do the job. So it depends. Had he shown them the field the day before, okay, Steve did the following. That's the loss of the workers. The workers had as much knowledge as he had of the potential of what not getting to do their work the next day. Now we're at the very top of Ayat Zion. Very top of Ayat Zion. We just got to today's page. Until now, we were in yesterday. Now we got to today.
What is time clock?
Yeah.
And I wasn't even a clock.
My son Aaron, who's a little boy, he wakes up one morning, jumps out of bed, and says to me, Papa, it's tomorrow now? I said, yeah, no, that's hard to explain. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So you can see the quality. He says, okay. He says, yeah, they saw the field before, so they were all privy to the same knowledge. Okay, so it's their issue. Okay, so if he doesn't have to worry about it. It's their loss. If you didn't show the field from yesterday, it's his loss. Okay, because he had knowledge of what might have happened in the field. And Kapol Bato, he has to pay them like in the other ways. Rabba says another thing. The guy hired people to draw water to water his field. Got them issue, and then rain came. And they don't need anybody to water the field. Save the problem. It's their loss. They know that could happen. After Nahara, but let's say the river overflowed and obviated the need for water in the field. I say to the Balabayas, that's the Balabayas' field, because see, this is something that they wouldn't have known, and he knew. Okay? That could have happened, that the river sometimes would obviate the need for water. Again, if a guy hired people to water his field, the Pasuk Nahara, the Pagadiome, and the river gave out half the day. Either people are busy watering, usually in the middle of the day. Yeah, they drew out the river. Okay, if it doesn't usually stop, and those enormous that it has plenty of water all day long, then it's the worker's loss. Because the boss didn't know any more than work. They can tell you, I'll be fussy, but if it does happen sometime, then it depends. And now, does the boss have insider information or not? Even a Maktab said the following. If they're from the same town, they're from the same environment, so they're privy to the same information, okay, so therefore what? It doesn't owe them any money. They took their chances. Labane Maktab, but if they're not from this town, from this area, say to the Balabais, then it's the Balabais' loss because he had inside information, he should have let them know. Okay, a guy hired people to do a certain job. You're gonna dig for me all day, you're gonna weed for me all day, help me all day. The work finished. They finished the work in the middle of the day. If he has work that's easier than that, you can give it to him. There's work that's equivalent to it. Okay, so then the worker's obligated to do it. Caution, because he hired him for the day. But if only the work he has to offer is harder work, okay, they're not obligated to do. And those who have Sar Mishalim is going to have to pay them, okay, if he doesn't have any other work, he has to pay them for the whole day's work. That's like he has to, because he hired him for the day. He's paying for the whole day's work. And this is why. Why should you pay him the whole pay? Let him pay him like an auto worker. This is no, he says, I'll tell you what. These guys, you're right. Theoretically, you should only have to pay them like an auto worker. Here's why he doesn't pay like an auto worker. These are the special workers. These are the non-standard people. The average guy has some, even if it's a small amount, has some leeway that he'll take less than his day's pay to do, to take it easy. Okay, who won't? There's one group of people. The famous who he says talking about Chlusha the Mechoza. He was from the Mechoza. In Mechoza, the Mechuza, these guys were porters, and they would feel sick. They get weak if they didn't work hard every day. They get weak. So they were not normal people. The normal person always had. There's always some, even a very small percentage, but there's always a percent less that they'll take to do an easy job or not to work on a given day. But these people never will do it. Why? Because it hurts them.
Exercise anyway.
Yeah. It hurts them. Right? It hurts them not to work. My wife collects studies and data that show that exercising is not good for you because she doesn't like to exercise. She has another argument why I should do exercise. So she interviews people. People exercise every day. You ever talk to people exercise every day? They say, oh, any day I don't exercise, I feel terrible. She says, why should I feel bad? I'm going to exercise every day. When I don't exercise, I feel bad. I want to exercise. I don't feel good. Okay. Amar Ma. Okay. We learned in the Brisa before. Tanakama said that when people dropped their work in the middle, Shalom was a mashal. So we took these piece workers and we said we're going to evaluate what they did in Ketzad. And we said, how are we going to evaluate what they did? Yafa Shisha Dinarim, okay. We said if half a work was 4 dinars and the other half, now the price has gone up, most of them sell. He gives them the 4 dinars, okay, and they are free. Some Rabbanim because they hold what that the Torah gives an advantage. The Torah gives an advantage to the worker. Like I tell you why, because Hashem doesn't want Jewish people to be slaves, and they're not allowed to. You can't lock them into things. You have to have freedom. No Jew can be a person that you own. Okay, even if it is a slave, you can't only be in for the day. You got to be able to get out. Oh, okay. Okay.
Except unless there's
Okay. Or even or that now this is what we said before. There were 2 clauses here that didn't make that seemed obvious. Or they can finish the job and take the 2 shlam that they were going to make it anyway. Okay, Pshita must say that's obvious. Of course they can do it. Yes, so I'll tell you why it's a thing that they still complete the job. They contracted for 4, and they're going to get 4 dinars altogether. No tzricha d'yakar b'yakar. Here's what happened. What happened was the price went up. They contracted it for. Now the price went up. I'm the parliament. The workers say, the Imru parliament, and the workers flew off. Okay, Imru like a plane. That's the word they use. Let's say when a plane takes off, Imru they took off. Okay, and they dropped it. Well, the buyers, and then he begged them. He begged them to come back. The boss begged them. They dropped the job. And he begged them to come back. So now, Maldi told me, they said, well, much of it, they could say to him, we thought when you begged us to come back, you were hiring us back at a higher price. And they do, okay, no, I said, no, I did beg you, and I did intend to do so. I thought, like, no, I'll get you food and drink, but I never thought I'd pay you more. And that much he did. He paid. So that he can say that as long as he fulfilled what he said. They gave him food. Okay, seller. Okay, we said what? And if it's a seller, they give him a seller. So the pshita, it's obvious that was the deal they made. What's the chiddush? Here's what happened. Originally, the job was really the going rate. Let's say was 3 dinars. Okay, less than a seller. For half. It was only 3 dinars. The agreement between and he hired them. Okay, he hired them for 4. Okay, he originally hired them more. Well, the soap. Okay, Yaakov to the covered faces, and now the going rate was what he hired them for. The going rate before was 3. He hired them at 4, and now the going rate is 4. Maloditame, so you would think, well, okay, since the rabbi told the workers have the upper hand, they could say to them, since then, you told us you're always going to give us some more. So we assume that you're always going to hire us at a zuz more than the going rate. So since we came back, okay, the going rate went down. You still have to pay. You have to pay us for mashallah. No, but he doesn't have to. He only has to pay them the one. He only pay. He doesn't have to pay them. Anymore, right? Why? okay. The Omar Kazdama, because he's able he says, no, I never contracted universally to always pay you one zuz more than the rate. Okay, the Lord have a kimlifu. When you didn't know that you could get that rate, I said, okay, listen, I'll get you the rate. Okay, Ash the kimlifu, but now that you can get that rate anyway, he says that's the rate I was going to pay. I was only trying to help you get the better rate, but once it's the better, I didn't contract across the board to always pay one above. I said I'd get you the rate, that rate. Once you got that rate, you got that rate. Okay. Rabbi Dosa, okay, now we said Rabbi Dosa disagrees with the rabbis. Rabbi Dosa, what did he say? Shamin lehem masha asi le'asas. No, they have to pay. If it's going to cost them more, they're going to have to lose from their pay what it cost them more to finish the second half of the job. She should be right. So if the second half costs 6 instead of 4, no sir them shekel, he gives them 2 instead of 4. Okay? In other words, because he has to take off the 2 extra that they're costing. They just get where they get 2. He holds what? No, it's not true. Yeah, the worker not. Yeah, does not right. Does not have the event. He has the lesser of the rights. Okay. Oh, not the really say something. Now again, now we're going to have a problem here. Again, we're going to have two clauses which seem to be obvious. Oh, you can lock the really say something. They can finish the deal for the price that they said. She's obviously can finish the deal. Low two, it's a chiddush, right? The Zalabita. Okay, here's what happened. The price of workers went down. The Emer Balabai, boss wants to say to him, he's calling Emer Balabai. The Balabai flew off. He said, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. Okay, I'm out. Well, the Balabai, then the workers begged him to come back. They said, please take us back. Okay, nothing else. You might have thought that the boss can say to him, I died to the future Nagla. So now by the time that you begged me to take you back, the rate has gone down. Obviously, you might think he said that. I thought to hire you for a cheaper rate. Hamash, why don't you know Dominated Satan though? When we beg you, we didn't beg you saying or thinking that what we beg you will come back at anything, take it to cheaper rate. We beg you and say we'll do better work. Well, no, we'll do better work than normal. Yeah. So they have to say and again, according to the they have to show that they did indeed do a better job, a better job. It's a difficult, but they don't have to work for it. Now we said furthermore, the last clause also she used to be supported for us, selling us in that, okay, or but the word the seller pays the seller. Obviously, what's the deal? It's Amar Apuna, grade Rav Nassan, no tweet. He says, here's the case. Here's the case. The Zila Inu Gabe Zuza Mifar. Here's what happened. They originally signed on for 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 uh, for uh, uh, for less. In other words, they signed on instead of paying the real price. The real price was 5. It was 5 dinar. One seller at a dinar was 5 dinar, and they signed on for 4. Okay, the sof zila and then in the end, what the general price went down to 4. Okay, Mao taking by saying, you said what? I understood from you. You always went to work one seller under the rate. That's your Zuzi Habina. So I said, for what? I'm going to give you one less. Okay. He said, no, it's just the mirror of what we said before. When did we say to what we worked for a Zuz less? Okay, because he didn't want to do it for that price. Okay, so we saw. So we agreed. So we agreed to less. Right, but now that you're getting the price that you wanted originally, I'm not gonna. No, it's not. No, both these cases are saying you're assuming the person gave you a special deal that they meant that universally. No, at that price, I was willing to do more. At that price, I was willing to do less. Not that across the boards, I'll always do that much less or that much more. That's the Kiddush of the Gemara. But they always have to show, okay? Okay. Amar Rav, halacha Rabbi Dosa. Rav says that the halacha is like Rabbi Dosa, what? That the workers have the underhand, not the better claim. Me Rav Hachi. Yeah. Rav Hachi. Did Rav really say that? He says, one second, how can Rav hold like Rav Dosa? Amar Rav, didn't Rav say, Paul Yochel any worker could drop out in the middle of the day and he gets his price. Okay, so how can he say in the same hand Lachas Rav Dosa and say that everybody's allowed to drop out without consequences? Maybe let's say, oh, don't worry. That Rav said what he said because Rav Dosa himself, when he said that the worker has the lesser, okay, When did he say the work? No, it depends. It really holds who has a lesser hand is only a piece worker. But a day worker has the upper hand. There's two different cases, okay? Okay? Because and that why is that? Because it's only a day worker who looks like a slave if he can't back out. Piece worker doesn't look like a slave if he can't back out. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. He can do what he wants. Okay, right, exactly. He can work the hours that he wants. He can do whatever he wants. So therefore, who looks like a slave? Only a day worker can't back out. But a piece worker is not going to look like a slave. So therefore, what you can say, Rav Dosa himself has said that the worker has a lesser hand. It's only by what? By a piece worker, but not by a day worker. By a day worker, he agrees with everybody that you can't be that the worker has the upper hand. Ayu mishani like come on now. Two times I'm going to prove to you that Rav Dosa makes no difference in a piece worker and a day worker. They both have the lower hand. By the time you did, we learn the Brisa surface of oil. Okay, if a person hires a worker to do day work, yom shama shemes lameis, and at the middle of the day, the worker found out that Rahmanas, a relative died, or shachazachama, or the worker became sick. If he's what? If he's a day worker, okay, no sin, no sorrow. Yes, he pays him for the half day's work, okay, and the worker doesn't lose out, even the worker doesn't make it, no matter what. Why? Because since it was beyond his control, somebody died, he got sick. In Kabbalah, he's a piece worker, no sin, no Kabbalah, so he pays him the amount of work that he's supposed to pay for half of the work, okay, again, because he why? But only on one condition, on the condition that whether the day worker or the piece worker were overcome by something beyond their control. So when it's beyond, well, look what that's the beginning thing. When it's beyond their control, they will pay. When it's not beyond their control, they're going to take the loss of the added costs to the boss. Money. Now who is it? Elam Rabbani. You want to say it's the rabbis who hold that the worker's hand is on top? My ear, why did the Brisa talk about a case you heard somebody died? Okay, you got sick, which is an accidental. According to the rabbis, even without any accidental thing, his hand is above. Okay, but then the rabbis say, they hold no matter what, without any excuses. He has the upper hand. So who would it be that would say that the worker only has the upper hand when it's an accident? Rabbi Dosa, it's Rabbi Dosa. And Shmami Lafi. You see by inference, just like Rabbi Dosa equates the piece worker and the day worker by accidents, he also equates the. I'm just calling that a piece worker. That's what it means. He also doesn't make a difference in the pace worker and the day worker when there's no accident. Shmami no. Shani the Rabbi Dosa means serious like Allah. So you see the Rabbi Dosa makes no difference. So you can't answer what Rav said by finessing what Rav Dosa really said. Rav Nachman by Yitzhak, Nachman says, you know what? Don't worry. You know what? He says, I could say the other way. It's not true. It's not necessarily true the way you read it, that he doesn't make a difference. It really could be that Rav Dosa does agree that a day worker can go back and his hand is above. Okay, and it's only about a piece worker that he can. Okay. And when the Brisa said that the only way he's not responsible is because it was an accident, but because it was a thing that was going to be a loss, but they got called because everybody agrees that when it's a thing there's a loss, everybody agrees that the worker has responsibility. So therefore, you have no proof. So now, but don't worry. I'm going to bring you a proof that Rav Dosa makes. Therefore, you disprove my proof that Rav Dosa doesn't make a difference. But I'm going to try and prove you anyway. Rav Dosa makes a difference, and what Rav said doesn't make sense. So now we learn. Now we have a famous argument between in Baba Kama between Yehuda and Rabbi Meir. Let's say you give a piece of work to the diet. It's a diet, and he told him dye it black. He dyes it instead of dyeing it black, he dyes it red. Okay, so what's the rule? So over there, Rabbi Meir holds that by changing the instructions, the dyer is a thief, and by changing it, he acquires the wool that he misdyed, that he wrongly dyed. So therefore he owns it. Okay, and therefore he just pays the guy back for he acquired all that change, and he pays the client back for the wool, and that's all. Just replaces the wool. That's all. It doesn't matter. He may have made money on the deal. He may have made money. It could be that by not following instructions, he paid for $5 for a piece of wool. Now he owes a $10 piece of wool. Okay, but Rabbi Yehuda says no. We find a guy. Anybody who changes the instructions, we find him, and therefore what? He has to give back the wool, and then we have to see if the outlay was worth more than the improvement. He pays him for the improvement. If the improvement was more than the outlay, he pays him for the outlay. No, we penalize, in other words, according to Rabbi Meir, that he's a thief and he owns the wood. According to Rabbi Yehuda, we penalize him for making a difference. Let's get back to the Gemara, which now we learn. In the Mishnah, he says, Kol Mashana, anytime the worker changes the instructions of the client, he has whatever the worst claim he has. And anybody who reneges on his job, okay, he has the lower hand. Bishlama now, it makes sense what, Kol Mashana Yodachona. Okay, it makes sense what you told me once, that anybody who changes the instructions, he loses the Sasam Montana Rabbi Tana held, like Rabbi Yehuda, like I told you, Rabbi Yehuda held that we penalize the person who changes, and he has to pay back the wool, and then he gets whatever is less, whether his outlay or the approval. But how could the Tana just say when anybody goes back, he loses? To your mind, what is that? What is that point? What are you coming to teach us? Lovely too is coming to teach me what Polish Rabbi Dosa. Is he coming to teach me what everybody? Even a day worker loses, and who's he speaking according to Rabbi Dosa? Okay, so I'm stuck now. So now you can't make a difference. You wanted to tell me what to defend Rav, who said that a worker can go back, and still said the halacha of Rabbi Dosa. You want to differentiate between what? Between a piece worker and a day worker. That the piece worker can go has the lower hand because he's not a slave. Okay, he doesn't look like a slave, and the day worker has the upper hand, even according to Radosa. Okay, so I showed you can't say that because Radosa we saw clear. Radosa equates the day worker and the piece worker. Radosa really said two different things. He said one rule when it came to a piece worker, and one rule by a day worker. And in each case, okay, he said both. He said both. For him, he said both. He said both by the piece worker and by the day worker, he's always the loser. It looks like he's always the loser. We don't care. He loses out. Rav agrees with him in one. He disagrees in one. You're right. When he said the halachas Veridosa, he only meant the halachas like Veridosa when it came to a piece worker. He didn't agree with Veridosa when it came to a day worker. In other words, Rav differentiates between a piece worker. What you wanted to say before that Rav attributed to Veridosa, no. Veridosa really holds it the same. But Rav himself differentiates, unlike Veridosa, between the piece worker and the day worker. Alternatively, okay, I could say the other way, okay, that like we said originally, that even that really Rabbi Dosa doesn't hold that any worker he holds it like we said that only the piece worker has a lower hand, but not a day worker, and when we said over here in the Mishnah that anybody goes back has the lower hand. It's not. Don't think that that's coming to tell me according to Ridosa, even by day worker. No, by day worker Ridosa agrees, like we said, like we defended Rav. And when the Mishnah said that anybody goes back has a lower hand, it's not a day worker according to Ridosa, but rather like the Tanya, like we learned in the Brisa. But when we learned that whoever goes back has a lower hand, case what's the case? The guy sold his friend the field for 1,000 zoos. It's a big. That's whatever. This is important. That's a big purchase. It's a big field. It's a lot of land. That's the main point. But Nasan lo mos sign zoos, and he gave him 200. Well, that's what we're going to see. We have to see what it is. What's the 200? If the seller backs out, so then the buyer has the upper hand. And the buyer can say, okay, you backed out. What's Omer if he wants to pay the money? If he wants to say, give me my money. Oh, he says, if you take the kaka, can I give me land? Because I want land for the for the worth of my 200 Jews. You back that, I decide. Either give me, he can decide to get 200 in cash or 200 in land. And where does he collect that land from? He gets it from the very best property of the seller. If the buyer backs off, okay, then the seller has the upper hand. And what? What's Omer if he wants? He says the head was he gives him back. You Welsher, you okay? Or what's Omer? He said, listen, I'm not giving you back your money. Here's land. I'm giving you land. I'm not giving you cash. I'm giving you back land equivalent to your money. And where does it? When he gives it back, since the buyer has the lower hand, where does he collect it from? Zibur, from the worst thing. Now. Rishon says no. He says a new din. He says just a new point in general. In order to stop this, So the whole point was what though? Okay, pardon me. Now we're finishing up, and then Rav Shimon Gamliel said, "Listen, what do we do to stop this problem? If you want to make sure that nobody can back out, here's what you should do. Allow us to teach people who are buying land to learn how to get so that the seller can't back out. Here's what they do. Lo yasu, okay, shlo yasu. We teach them to work to do it in a way that the seller can't back out. Ketzah, what do we do? If he's not going to pay, no, if he paid all the money, of course the seller can't back out. No, okay, like we said. But Ketzah, what's he going to do? Posting below, he writes, I need 20 ben 20. He says, X the son of X. L'chad to sell the 20 to 20 dollars. He has the guy right. I'm X son of X. Sell this field for 1,000. Well, nothing was on his lines, and he paid me 200. Already no shibbo, and now I am accepting as a loan shmona me'ozuz. I'm making 800 a loan. So now what? So he's really saying what? Kana. So the guy acquired it. He made it so that the whole, even though he only paid 200, as far as he's concerned, he was paying 1,000. The deal's closed. Kana the guy acquires it. And he gives him back the other 800 even over a couple of years. But the guy can never back out because the field changed hands at that moment. Now, Amar, here's the we just want to do it. So we say that's really what it's talking about over there. The answer is, Rabbi, those who really hold in a day worker can back out. And over here, like we said, the original intended Rob. The only thing is that was to teach a special case. And I think actually this is not a bad place to stop. This is a good place to stop. Oh no, it is a bad place to stop. Let's go a little further. We have time because it's bigger than I thought. Let's go a little further. A little further. Amar Mar. Okay, now. So we saw, but we answered our question. Now let's deal with this very interesting brisa of backing out. Amar Mar, you told me, where does the buyer going to collect his land from the seller who backed out? I mean, it is from the best land. He's going to collect from the best of a general estate. It doesn't make any sense. He said, one second, we have different rules. We have different rules. A damagee collects from the best of the damager. A creditor collects from the middle. Okay, Abenis. The truth is, this guy is not even a loan. But even if he were as good as a creditor, okay, a creditor can collect from middle. Okay, number one, even if you're on the level of a creditor, which he's not, okay, he could only get from middle. The okay, and also what he says, why should you be getting from the best of the other guy's general estate? You should get from the land, the land that he bought. Did he take 200 zoos? Okay, enough my Yitzchak, he said to him, no, he says, okay, listen, the Yiddish Shabbat, you're right. What it really meant was, it didn't mean that he gets from the best of his general estate, but from the best of that in either case, whether it's the worker, whether it's the buyer collecting when the seller ran out, and he's collecting the best of the land that he's supposed to buy, and when the seller has the choice to pay back, the buyer went out, he pays the worst of the land that of that particular parcel. Now, okay, says no, no, but it could be that that the buyer has a right to collect from the very best of the property of the general estate of the seller. Why is that? Okay, everybody's buying such a big piece of land. When you're spending 1,000 zoos, that's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. Okay, remember, it could be enough for 4 people for a year. 4 to 8, 5, 2, 5. Okay, he says, stop mandi zogin arba alpha zoo. A person buying land for 1,000 zoos. Azuzi Mosem is over the chasam. No. In order to gather that kind of money, he was obviously liquidating properties at a discount price to get the money. You'll do anything. You'll sell at any rate. I told you, a friend of mine, he succeeded. He's a very smart guy. In all the years that I knew him, he was trying to make one deal for a lifetime. I knew him for years. And day and night, he did whatever he could to keep his family going, but day and night, he searched for the deal of a lifetime. And he found it. When he found it, he would have sold one of the kids. He would have sold anything. He sold everything he owned. He mortgaged to get the money and to buy the piece of property. And he won. He has enough money for him, his kids, and his kids' kids. He did it. He made the killer deal of a lifetime. He would have sold anything. So when a guy makes a deal for 1,000 zoos, he did anything to get the cash to make that deal. He discounted all the properties. He sold stuff for cheap, he said. Vahavali Kanizak, he is what a damagee. He's not a you thought he's less than a creditor. He's better than a creditor. To get that money together, he had to hurt himself, and then you backed out. He says he was damaged. It's not we learn. He's a damagee. It's not we learn on Nizakin. Shaman Lambi, this what damagees? They get paid with the very best pay, very best pay. Little one more little. Yeah, that's a good topic. Or Shim Gamli. Okay, let's go. That was a big one. This same guy, I tell you, I'm not exaggerating. I saw him do it. I sat next to him and I saw him selling to a neighbor a property for millions of dollars, millions. And the guy was already offering him like millions more than the price. And his wife, I'm sitting there thinking, take it. And his wife is sitting there, she's gesturing to him, take the deal. And he says, look, I'm thinking about it. He puts the phone down. He says, there's more fight left in this fish. And he got a couple $1 million. I told him do it. But these guys have nerves of steel.
My father finished the kids with my
Yeah.
and never spoke to the people about it.
Yeah.
Also, the opposite guy, good news is bad. So what's the good news? Give us I said, what's the bad news?